after he was done, you know, not a dry eye in the room, and everyone's inspired by the hope of a brighter day. And sitting right in front of me was his wife, Gardner Taylor's wife. My wife says, you got to introduce yourself to her. I'm like, no, I don't want to. I'm never the guy to be in people's face. I've never. She says, my wife says, hi, Miss Taylor. This is my husband. And she just grabs me by the hand. She takes me to the back. She says, come on. She walks me to the back where Gardner Taylor is sitting with Vernon, Jordan, and other leaders. And she walks me in and she introduces me to Gardner Taylor. He stands up. He walks toward me. He says, Manuel Scott, I am so honored to meet you. Gardner Taylor said he was honored to meet me. He says, and this is before I was a big time speaker. This is before I was sharing stages with Colin Powell and talking to 10,000 people audiences. This is before all of that. I was just a guy with this sense of calling and this purpose, but I didn't have the name recognition. He didn't know me. He says, it is such an honor to meet you. He says, they are throwing a dinner for me today in honor of, or a lunch today, a brunch today in honor of me being here. He says, I would love if you would be my guest of honor. I said, Dr. Taylor, you don't have to do, no, please. I would love for you to join me today. Man, when I walked into that banquet, the whole room stood up and gave me a standing ovation. Didn't know me, because Gardner Taylor shared that love with me. Now, that is humility. The best leaders humble themselves.